Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, Yoko from Japan. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while, right? Did I miss like 2 weeks or did I do this live stream last week? I don't even remember. But hey, I've missed y'all. Nice to be back. So let's start my weekly live stream Q&A session. If you have any question, leave in the comment section below. So, meow. Hello. Hello. I have tonight off. Ooh, nice. Nice. Cover it up. Cover what up? What do you think of Xi Jinping vowing to pursue reunification with Taiwan? Oh yeah, it's awful. Just an expansionism. So of course I do not support it. I am strongly against it, and it's like we've known that China wants to take over Taiwan, like after Tibet, Uyghur, Southern Mongolia. Now China is coming on, and Hong Kong, they are coming on to Taiwan, and we've all known that, but like I'm finally witnessing that situation. I feel like, of course, like they've been entering the what you call like a defense. What is the term? Like a defense identification zone or whatever. Yeah, they've been coming into the airspace of Taiwan, and I guess that they've been doing that for a while, but like I see that in newspapers now, like in the titles, and I'm like, wow, like this is really happening. And yeah, I really hope that my country gets to cooperate with other countries like the US and UK and Australia, and we all form alliance to fight against it. It's But yeah, but she is determined though to take Taiwan. Like his third term is coming, right? Soon. Is it next year? Like yeah, he needs his legacy so that he can keep his power. So yeah. Oh yeah, we need to talk about my husband. What a great helper. So this is the newspaper from the 6th. So this is Wednesday, from Wednesday, and this is the front page, right? And where was it? Here. Can you see the picture? This is the American what's the F-35B, like, huh? Marine, U.S. Marine. So what's happening here is that this is a Japanese ship, Izumo, and this is the American F-35. And so basically we want to turn this ship into, what's the word? Oh my gosh, I don't know in English. It's like a aircraft carrier. Yeah. We want to turn this into an aircraft carrier. So in order to do that, though, Japan had to test this, if this ship, like the surface, can endure the heat coming from the aircraft, right? Like this is for battles, so it's pretty intense, right? So we had to test that. And so America, like we don't have our, like we can't test with this, so America cooperated. And so this is like the cooperation with the states. So that's really cool. And of course, the test was successful. So yeah, it's gonna, engage in the future national security and also the, security of Asia and in the world in general. So yeah, we are testing all these ships of ours. Like, yeah, it's like we have all these ships to defend ourselves, of course, but hey, we need to be ready for all kinds of scenario. Like when we are allowed to fight, we need to have our gears and everything. Anyway, I talk too much. Hello, Yoko. What do you think of Fumio Kishida? Ah, he's not good or bad. Just he's a typical LDP, like Liberal Democratic Party politician. So yeah, nothing new, and but nothing bad. So it's like good and bad in general. That Trump rally today was awesome. Oh, again, he always has the rally on the same day as my live stream, so I I don't get to watch. こんにちは、よこさん。こんにちは。Thank you for coming. 元気ですか？元気です。I am doing well. I'm busy today though. After this live stream, I have to go attend this gathering. Like after an hour, this ends, and then I have to go. Then I have to go interview a national diet member. So yeah, lots of traveling. I know this is too soon and I wish Kishida sensei the best, but if I had to pick his successor, I would pick Nobuo Kishi, Sanae Takaichi, Tomomi Inada, or Hakumen Shimomura. Good choice, except for Tomomi Inada. She is a liberal. She was Tomomi Inada. She was our defense minister and so on, and that is because the former minister Abe, he wanted her to become the first Japanese prime minister, it said. But the thing about her is that she was good when it first, she's a lawyer, so when it comes to the historical disputes like a Nanking massacre and so on, she was really good, right? And then so she got the attention from the politics side, and she became a national diet member thanks to the help of Abe. And she stood out when LDP was the opposition party. So back in like 10 years ago or so, we did have our Democratic Party administration at the time. So at that time, that was great. But now, today, after all these years, and she wants to become the prime minister, so she wants to get support from all kinds of people, right, including liberals. So now she talks about like same-sex marriage and so on, like, and to support. So she's bad. She's terrible. Like, I've never supported her to begin with, though. Because like to another woman, we can tell like what kind of woman that is, So she's like an egoistic person, I can tell. So, but not others though that you mentioned here. Kishi, the brother of Abe, amazing. Like strong connections with Taiwan and so on. And Sanae Takaichi, she's an amazing politician. She can write policies by her own, and she just has this broad knowledge, and so she's amazing, and a true conservative and down to earth. And Shimobun Hakumura, Shimomura Hakubun, he is good, but he's like too experienced, and so like around him there are always people serving him, and like you can't even approach him, and he sleeps in a meeting that happened with our meeting. Yoko, it's been a while since the last English live stream. I know. I'm sorry. I need to get better at time management. Yes. How do I get a beautiful Japanese wife? Any advice? Learn Japanese? Or, I don't know, just come here and become an English teacher or something. there are tons of Japanese gals that want to date foreigners, so I don't think you would have any trouble. What happens here often is that hot chicks from here date date they somehow end up dating like nerdy type of guys and so on that would never get attentions from girls back home. You know what I mean? Like it's not well balanced when it comes to like the appearance and social status and so on. But somehow like the miracle match happens here, and so that can happen. So of course you can get a Japanese wife. Yes, go down. What's some important news out of Japan recently that we should know about? Yeah, definitely this news that I introduced about the ship. And I think that, oh yeah, here's the Nobel Prize, like physics. So it's a Japanese guy, but his nationality is now USA. So our human resources are like fleeing, like running out to overseas because we don't give budget. So yeah, where's the best place of vacation in Japan? Kyoto, definitely Kyoto, in my opinion. But Hokkaido might be good too. I've never been to Hokkaido or Okinawa. It's so good. I haven't had any like vacation in forever. We do get to travel a lot, like especially to Tokyo, but we never get to have like a normal trip. So yay. Good evening. Troubling times. Is it? How is Biden and everything? Does China still fly its warplanes towards Japan regularly? Yes, I believe so. But it's rather than the sky, like airspace, we get into our ocean. So our Senkaku Islands are in danger. It's the next target of by CCP is Taiwan and Senkaku Islands of Japan. So I don't know which goes first, but yeah. Oh, Eric, thank you for super chat. That's a lot of money. Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much for support. I've missed you. Tell us all about your travels. Thank you. Oh yeah. Yeah, we went to Tokyo recently to meet somebody important. I wish I could tell you who it is, but we're trying to establish a new connection and this powerful place with this powerful place. But it's and I can't tell you. But you're gonna love it though if we do get connected. But yeah, but we felt this strong wall, in order to be connected. Like we were basically in, like we approached them, and one person came to see us. We didn't get to meet the person in their place, and we had to meet up in Starbucks. Like it's so like they're so protective of themselves. And yeah, but I wish I could tell you, but it's great that we do, like, in politics. It's what's important is to get the opportunities to meet important people, and we do get those opportunities. So that's good. Like everything is like becoming the foundation of another foundation, and it's like piling up. It's all good. So yeah, and also we had like two protests in one day, and it was about CCP, of course. We basically, our theme though was about the Beijing Olympics. It's coming soon in February next year. So we are opposing to that. And so all these people from Tibet, Uyghurs, the Mongolia, Hong Kong, and us Japanese, we got together as usual, and we marched on in the center of Tokyo. and it was great because the timing was great. Like we set the date as the anniversary of CCP's, I mean, China's 72nd anniversary, right, of the establishment of the country. And we set the date as that, and that was the timing of when the declaration of state of emergency was lifted. So there were so many people, of course, because it's the center of Tokyo. So many people were watching us screaming like, free Uyghurs, free Tibet, So it was great. They were taking pictures and videos and so on. So yeah. I heard that the new Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida loves Demon Slayer. That's awesome. Really? Really? I didn't know that. Everybody loves that. I couldn't even finish the first episode. I'm like, kill that thing already, like, but the main character kept like, should I kill, or but that's bad. I couldn't stand it. Carrier. Yeah, carrier. Yes, the mini carrier. Yeah. Huh? Wait. Where did it go? Oh. Oh, I see. And B can't, but C can land. Huh. I should look into that. Like I get the big picture of security, but I don't know how things work in like all this technical things I'm not familiar with. So my weakness is all this technology thing of the national security and economy. I was live streaming my gaming last night. I do it every day just to get an attention from gamer field as well. But this one guy randomly asked me about economy and like how like Kishida's policy, like it's interesting. Actually, I wanted to tell you this that our new prime minister Kishida's policy includes the new capitalism, but in reality it's like taxing the rich who are getting money or making money out of stocks and so on. And so yeah, so basically it's like it's not, some people are calling it in sarcastically, they're saying that it's not a new capitalism but it's a new socialism. you know so but Kishida said that he will not touch it right now, so that's good. But yeah, that's what's happening. So yeah, I was really surprised that even a gamer knows about it and I didn't know. So this morning I had to ask my husband to explain what the hell is going on. Why don't you believe China will invade Taiwan? Why don't I believe? What do you mean? I do believe that they will. They will. They're very passionate. China is, you know, they are fighting in all levels, like militarily, of course, and politics. They always knows what to do, and even to us activists, China is always doing all this spying and like maneuvers and so on. It's crazy how broad their coverage is. Yeah. Okay, let's see. I love your channel. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Yeah, because just new capitalism is basically socialism. yes. Oh, I didn't even have to explain. Yeah. Meta Woman should have won. I know. Yeah, it's so great that Sanae Takaichi, the female, she's into metal, heavy metal. Me too, she used to do kendo, she is into metal, and she was a drummer. Me, I used to do kendo and I'm also into heavy metal as well. I can't play drums though. I play keyboard. 素晴らしい。Thank you! ありがとうございます。よくさん、おはようございます。おはようございます。We got a bow. おはようございます。It's Japanese people. When we greet, like there's a level of our bowing, in front of like very important people, we are like, oh, ありがとうございます right? Like it was deeply bowing, but when at workplace or something, who you usually meet and like somebody close, you're like, oh, おはようございます we just go down a bit. It's fun. It's fun. Okay, a lot of baseball games and even high school students are chanting. What? Oh yeah, I didn't get to see the actual footage, but I saw the title of Breitbart News introducing people screaming the F word about Biden in a stadium or whatever. Like I don't know what was it, baseball? Yeah, I did see something. Like how much is he hated to get that? It's crazy. Isn't it the first time that things like that happen? Interesting. Judging F but everywhere. Speaking of which, when I shared some news about Biden, Twitter said this can get intense. Like this. What was the exact phrase? Like something about stories like this, or oh yeah, conversations like this can get intense. When I shared Biden's like negative news about Biden, Twitter automatically put that conversations like this can get intense. I'm like, not for me, Very interesting. In America, since everyone is chanting F Biden in public so much, people are now using code words like "Let's go, Brandon." Oh, really? What? We just call for F Biden so they don't get in trouble. Let's go, Brandon. That's awesome. Wow. Who came up with that? I wonder where it started. And it's interesting how things spread like that. Man, Americans are awesome. So creative and in a fun way. What's your favorite part about Japan or being Japanese? The fact that we are free. We are so free. Like, our culture is so diverse. And it's something that foreign people often misunderstand, but we're like whatever, like, everything is mixed up and you can love whatever you want, and you don't get labeled. Recently, of course, political correctness is invading Japan too, but I think we are stronger than that, because we are happy people that just want to enjoy whatever we can. So it's interesting. I'm a gamer now, right? I play Call of Duty Mobile, and the people that play that game, they're usually like teenagers or people in the 20s. I'm in the 30s, so everyone is so young, right? But these young people, they are opposing to political correctness by their natural attitude. So they curse, they, I don't know, like they bully each other, and it's so hardcore. But it's good because that's so human, right? And I'm just encouraged by all these kids that are being kids, if you know what I mean. So that's really refreshing to see that in adult worlds, especially I'm in the political field, so people are always paying attention to what other people think, and it gets annoying. even though I'm Japanese. I shouldn't say that as a Japanese because we're nice people, but you know what I mean. Yeah. What tourist attractions are in Fukuoka? We have good foods like ramen and so-called mentaiko, like the eggs of a fish. I know it sounds gross, but it's really good. And we have and the fish that you can get here, like raw fish, it's really good. But I don't know if you do like raw fish, but it's fresh, compared to other places, so it's good. And the beach is right there. Like everything is like Fukuoka, my prefecture, everything is so compact, so you can go to the city or to the beach or in the mountains and or shrines and or malls, and like it's a big city as well, but it's compact, so you can just travel around easily, like really fast, and there are so many things. So yeah. Is Kishida a good prime minister? Heard he's a moderate but associates with the Nippon Kaigi, traditional conservative group. He also wants to help the middle class, which will maybe help increase birth rates. Yeah. I mean, he's a typical LDP politician, so nothing will change. Like the fundamental policies of the current administration will not change much from the past administrations, from Abe or Suga. um, Things are the same party ruling. So yeah, and he's not a conservative though. He is like for national security wise, he's more conservative than we thought, but we don't expect much like conservativeness from him. Yeah. Yup, 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 yup. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You skipped. The comment sometimes just skips. I asked you in a stream when you think China would invade Taiwan, and you said they wouldn't do it. Huh. I wonder what the premise was. I feel like I did mention something like that, but I don't exactly remember what the occasion was. I can't remember. But like it is probably I gave you some premise to that. The target of CCP right now is definitely Taiwan and Senkaku Islands. And I don't know when I said that, but so maybe I was talking about Senkaku Islands, that our islands are more in danger than Taiwan or some sort. Not sure. Not sure. I know that it may be too soon to ask, but do the Japanese people feel about? How do the Japanese people feel about Kishida? I honestly wanted Takashi-san to win. Yeah. No, you can ask this type of things anytime. Yeah. We don't. Kishida is a. I don't know. Like he's young and fresh compared to other prime minister. So I mean prime ministers. So it's kind of refreshing, but he's he's just a typical politician. I wish I could give you like an example of like comparing with the United States politicians or something, but I don't know. So we're like, yeah, like we kind of knew that he would win, so it's like, yeah, of course he won. And the policies, there's he does talk about economy, like how he is going to double our income and so on, but then we're like, that's not realistic. And we're kind of, I don't know, distancing ourselves from all this passion or about the future, I guess, led by Kishida. And Kishida's administration probably won't last so long, you know. Yeah, next year we are having another national election. Like this time we are having, what is it called? Uh, I need to learn all these terms. House of Representatives election this time, and next year is a House of Councilors. So yeah, I don't know how long our current administration will last. Mm, Japan needs to do better with software. I know. You know why though? You know why our culture is so ripe, like it's so deep, and we have all these amazing things, but our country, like as a like on a government level, we suck, right, at all the soft power thing. And the reason why is because all these people that are making decisions on that are elites, and they don't know our culture. They don't know our anime or comics or our food that ordinary people eat and so on. Like they're high class type of elites usually. So and all like rich people, like or that sort of people, they socialize with each other on their level, so they never come down, right? So they think that they're doing good thing. They think or they believe that they're taking the advantage of all the greatness that we have, but they have no idea. So yeah, yeah. I wish I had more influence so that I could give advice to all these people in power. Oh, you guys are talking about social, the definition of socialism and capitalism. Hanabi, Hanabi from Tokyo. Reiwa dating up generation. That's a song name. Reiwa is our era name now. It's year three or something. Uh, they call themselves Harajuku Core. Huh, interesting. Japan is still the third largest economy on earth. Pretty sure they're doing just fine. Yeah, we are. We are. Um, but our politicians and bureaucracy, when we look at our, uh, our financial status, they focus on our debt, you know, and but conservative people like us, we don't care about that, you know. We care more about the circulation of the society. So like the debt isn't really debt by our standards. But yeah, we are the third largest. Yes, yes, yes. And we do have all this like money. Yeah. The men who run Twitter have no. Man, I'm having a deja vu right now. Like it was like we talked about this type of stuff before, and like same type of comments came in. And it was about BLM though, like a studio being BLM. So it was a bit of a different topic, but I feel like all these problems remain the same. Have you watched Squid Game? Oh, I hear about it, but I've never seen it. It's on Netflix, right? Ika game, right? Ika. What is that though? Ika game. Is that Korean or I don't know what it is, but no, I haven't watched. I I I'm watching Blacklist. Man, I love Blacklist. Let's Go Brandon was a reporter trying to cover for the F. Oh, the reporter. A reporter did that. Interesting. Biden will be replaced soon with Kamala. Oh no. As no change, just more destruction for us and allies. Yeah, how is Kamala doing? Uh, I don't get to hear about her anymore much. Or I'm following all these American people, especially like, opinion leaders, but I don't see Kamala much on Twitter. The funny thing is that the whole "Let's Go Brandon" thing started by a liberal journalist trying to oh, you mean? Oh, now I see. Cover for the fact that the crowd was chanting it. Wow, now I get it. Yeah, somebody was commenting like cover it up. Now I get it. Uh, that's so cool. Oh wow, wow. Yoko, why are Japanese people so good in baseball? Yeah, tell me about it. Uh, Otani? Is it Show? Yeah, Otani is good. He's he's beating Americans. All the records, yeah, it's amazing. Like we did have some, baseball players before in the US, like, the good players here go play in America. And at first, they did try so hard, but the level was low. But then, like, each time someone is in America, it's getting better and better. And now Otani is doing such an amazing job. So, like, he is the lifter of our soft power. He's lifting up our soft power by by his own, like, one person doing doing an amazing job. Oh, it's a CNN reporter. Whoa. Wow, I see. It's CNN. That's even funnier. uh, so reporter was desperately chanting "Let's Go Brandon" too, and it was just, oh no. What? I need to see the footage then. I will look that up later. Please play some Japanese games. What kind of Japanese games? Uh, I usually, like, whatever I consume, like entertainment or games, I usually try to, do whatever in English so that I can study English simultaneously. Hi Yoko, the weather this morning from the part of Illinois where I am from was cool, so I did some running. Oh, nice! How are you doing? I'm doing great. My mind is in a good place. Oh, actually, yesterday was my husband's birthday, and also it was the day that we had our wedding at our favorite shrine. So we visited the shrine and. Yeah, it was so oddly funny though that so we went to the shrine to celebrate our third anniversary of our wedding, right? And we took a picture, and it's like, and I also saw that I had posted a picture on Facebook two years ago, so 1 year after our marriage, and I compare the picture from yesterday, like 3 years later, and the 2 years ago, and we are wearing, both of us are wearing the same clothes, and the picture is taken in the same direction and in the location, so it's like identical picture but like years apart. So like we were like, what the hell, like it's so interesting how like human brains just work the same. But anyway, so yeah, we've been married for 3 years now, and but we are always together, like always like next to each other, like it's crazy. and so we are pretty sure that we are spending more time than a married couple way older than us, because married doesn't mean that you get to spend much time with each other because you're busy working and so on. So yeah, it's crazy. Okay. Yeah. Let's look at the super chat. Eric, oh, again, thank you so much for your super chat. I miss pachinko so much. Really? I've never played pachinko. I've never even stepped into pachinko place. Mm. The conservatives here, though, actually bash pachinko because the money that you're talking about the game, right? Like our thing. Um, so the money that they gain is often sent to North Korea. It's said it's so conservative. So actually, fashion. I think it. I don't even know if it's the same though. Like after the World War II, Koreans were here as well. So they took all these good spots like in front of or around train stations and so on, and they built pachinko places and ran their business. And yeah, it's crazy that even our prefecture, Fukuoka too, there's this big pachinko places like very close to our big station. So some people complain. I know that you enjoy, but just a little, you know, knowledge here. Uh, but I wish I could enjoy a lot of things, though. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, I need to go in 20 minutes. Okay. There's some really good Japanese horror games. Oh yeah, horror is our thing, right? And it doesn't come in like, Western horror is usually like grotesque. It's just bleh, like it's nasty and it's so scary in that sense. But Japanese horror is like it's more about mental mentality. It's like yeah, so it's different kind of horror. But if you have any recommendation, let me know. I think I would like horror too. I used to when I was depressed back in like university. I used to watch horror movies all the time. The fascination was there. It was so weird, but yeah, I kept watching all this horror movies and like psycho thriller type of movies. I watch a lot of those. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yep, 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 yep. Indie games. Oh, is it good English? Yay! Thank you. Patrick need a PC. Oh, you guys are talking. Um, okay. Huh? But Abe doesn't like Kishida. How the heck did he get the nod? Oh, get the nod. What do you mean, get the nod? Like, nod? Um, Politics is all about power balance. So maybe. Uh, at least Kono isn't PM. It, I'm so impressed that you get it. That Kono is dangerous. Kono is he's so good at English though. Have you ever heard him speak English? It's so natural and it almost sounds like an American guy speaking. And I'm like, wow, like as for that, I love him. But when it comes to his policies, for uh, like on the environment and also our tradition, he sucks. So and that's like vital to our nation's like a national polity and so on. So yeah, but Kono is now hated by a lot of people now. And my husband actually influenced the race a lot this time, like nationally. And that is because my husband is the um he's like a secretary general of this uh it's like association. Like there are 13 groups of Tibet, Uyghur, Southern Mongolia, Hong Kong, and Chinese Democrats, and uh, and also Falun Gong. I don't know. I don't remember the English version, but the religion that religious people that are getting their organs out by CCP, but like organ harvest. So all these 13 organizations. My husband is like doing the secretary general thing of the association, and he works closely with the uh, national diet member groups. And so what the association is for is to get the national diet resolution approved. And what is it about? It's about the human rights issues by China. And so, but for the last term of the national diet, it ended in June, and they somehow didn't approve that resolution to bash China. And so, without the resolution, we can't start making laws, because we don't have the direction. We need that direction decided by our national diet resolution. So that's the first step, right? And it didn't happen last term. So this time we want to pass it in November. But so for that, when it comes to the LDP race, uh, my husband sent out these survey to the candidates of the race, asking whether they want to pass the resolution or not. And if they want to pass, then when should it be? Like this time, like this time that's coming right now, or whenever, like it's not decided. We asked that question. And Kono, he didn't even send his reply in time. He sent his answer to us later than the deadline, and he said, here's my answer to not answer. So like everybody was pissed, right? Like what the hell is that, right? But that's how he debates, though. When he was running for the race, he of course had to take the questions from the media as well after he has a press conference and so on. But then he doesn't directly answer questions when he doesn't he wants to get support from all kinds of people, so he had to dodge the bullets sometimes. So we could tell when he was like dodging. So we for that aspect as well, we don't like him. Yeah. Kishida probably what we call a neocon. Yeah, something close to that, I guess. At least for the image, it's pretty close, I think. But yeah, he's a liberal. He's not. He's rather conservative. No, liberal leaning, but his national security policy is good. So yeah, something like that. Yeah, definitely not conservatives like that. I wish I knew. Sorry, wish I knew. Do you think LD majority will stay in 2021 election? Yes, yes. But the seats will decrease though, because in the past elections LDP won too much. Like it's ridiculously they won. So then when the seats get when it decrease, the media will probably write in a way that, oh, LDP is losing support and so on, even though in reality it's just that they were too strong back then. So yeah, that's a narrative that they're going to use to pull down the administration. But they will win, because what's interesting is that our former Prime Minister Suga, he resigned because the support rate was going way too down. But the interesting part of it is that usually when that happens, opposition parties should gain their support rate, right? But it didn't happen. Rather, they are losing their support rate as well, like simultaneously going down. Like the whole parties, like not supporting, right? And so people here are not. we don't we don't like the Democratic Party here. It's now named differently, Constitutional Democratic Party or whatever. But we don't like the party because they were in power for 3 years, about 10 years ago, and it was awful. The economy was awful, and also our natural disaster, the huge earthquake and the Fukushima disaster, it happened during the Democratic Party regime here, and they were awful. So yeah, we are traumatized, I guess. Two of you haven't. Like this true. Oh wow. Thank you. Um, Neocons are cringe. Yeah. Out of touch with the ordinary people. Yes, 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 yes. Do you really want Japanese soft power exports to be based on things like anime? A lot of it is not exactly high culture material. Good point. I mean, but I don't know. Like even Chinese people love Japanese anime, even though they hate us historically speaking. For like historical disputes and so on, Chinese people, they are brainwashed by all this amazing propaganda movies, so they hate Japanese, right? But they love our like gal like groups. What would you call that? Like AKB 48 and so on. Like we have lots of girl groups. It's weird. Our culture is so weird. But yeah, all these young gals singing and dancing and so on. We have like all these groups consisting of like 48 people or something. Like it's a thing here, and Chinese people love that. And also anime, Chinese people love that too. So what that means is that it's really strong, the passion that we get about it, about that sort of like kind of nerdy culture, I would say. It's powerful because a lot of money is involved as well. But I don't know other kinds of soft power that we can actually use though. I want it to be like our healthy food or food culture, but our government kind of did that years ago, but it failed because again they don't know what the hell they were doing. Man, I could be a great producer when it comes to things like that, but too bad. Hmm. I need to go in 7 minutes now. Uh, when will the Japanese conservatives cut off funding for the communist acts? NHK, they are awful. Yeah, it's NHK is actually not as bad as it's said, but it's that it's rather our just society, I guess, that what's said to be good is bad. So somehow we need to change the policies of our standards. Yeah, it's not a policy, it's the standards. We need to change our standards in the society, because NHK actually they are really good at uh like collecting information. Like they're highly professional, and it's amazing when they do get on our side. So when it comes to human rights issues and so on, they do actually come to our events and so on, and they're very cooperative. But the narrative that they have on historical issues and so on, it's bad. Yeah, it's more about. I used to think that it's because of the media, but at the same time, it's just how our country is. So it's rather our government has to decide, I guess, our history, education, and so on. Hmm. Internationalists don't care about countries, people, or culture. They're like locusts. I can't read. Destroy the fields, country, and move on. Yeah. Yep. Which European country do you think is the most similar to Japan? The UK? Maybe? Because it's a sea power and they have the queen and parliament. I don't know. But the people in the UK, the culture is so different. Like it's so divided by the class still, I feel. And yeah, I somehow, I don't know, there are good British people that I've met, like especially on these human rights issues. Like British people are very cooperative, or rather they're leading the movement. They're more on a liberal side, but they're amazing. But except for those people, like I somehow don't. It's not even like British people only. It's just European people in general. I somehow don't get along. Sorry if you are, if any of you are from Europe, but I don't know. I wonder why. Like I don't get to meet. Is it because Europe is too far from Japan? Maybe that's it. Like America, basically we are America's pet, right? we're we lost the war, we were occupied, and like it or not, like we're partially kind of like American in a way, like socially. So we do feel very close. I don't know if it's good or bad, but that's how it is. But as for Europe, it's like distance wise, it's really like physically far away. And on the top of that, we don't interact as much as we do with America. So yeah, America and Japan are very, very similar. Like our living standards and the issues that we have, like in a political field and everything, and also our demographic of like birth rates and so on. Like it's very similar. So I would say it's not European country, but America is pretty close. Okay. Okay. Oh, I need to go in 1 minute or so. So you know why Nobita-san privated a lot of videos? What? No, I don't know. I wonder why. What? Oh, you have to go. Yeah, thanks for coming. Yeah, time to say goodbye now. Yeah, wow. If Trump came now to visit the Yasukuni Shrine, that would be that would flip China. That would drive them crazy. Man, that would be so cool. Huh. Okay. Anyway, sorry for not live streaming as often lately, but I'm so happy though that you guys still remember me and come out to spend time with me. I really, really appreciate it. It's important that we are connected. Like, of course, in election times and so on, people get interested in each other, so it's a better time to do this type of things. But regardless, like, even though nothing much is happening, I'm so grateful that you care to come out. Thank you. Happy anniversary to Yoko-san and Hidro-san. Thank you. Happy belated birthday to Hidro-san. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you so much. I will forward your message to him. Thank you. See you around. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna go. It's interesting how I'm, reading the comments from 10 minutes ago. Thank you. Thank you for all your wishes. Thank you. Cutie pie, cutie pie. My ex used to call me cutie pie. Of course, he's American. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Okay. I want to read more, but I need to go. Yeah, this time, like in an hour, I have to be at the gathering and I still have to grab lunch and so forth. Japanese are so cute. Gotta go. Thank you. Please send help to Australia. It's become a communist country. Oh yeah, yeah. We do have Quad though. Australia is included, right? America, Japan, India, and Australia, right? So yep. We're together. No stay. Yeah, I wanna stay, but I gotta go. We should do like a long stream day one day in English. Like I've had like Japanese versions lately. I should do, but then I don't know when to do that. On weekends or I don't know. Bye. Take care. Yes, thank you guys. Yes, it's I hate to say goodbye, so usually I spend like 10 minutes or whatever, less. But this time I need to go. So thank you all for coming out. And next week is 10th, and next week 17th. Yeah, I should be available. So I will come back. Okay. So let's keep in touch. If you haven't, follow me on Twitter at randomiyako. Yes. Long stream onegaishimasu. Yes. Have a good night, guys. Yes. I will talk to you. 24 stream. Wow. Yes. Talk to you soon. Okay. You guys have a good night. I'm gonna go work. I have a lot of things to do today. So thanks for coming now again. And yeah, I'm gonna cue the outro and go. So, okay. Bye.